out there and skate around as the mascot.
Did they do it tonight?
So, like, what are they doing? Are you going to do it tomorrow?
They're a little skate with the just make taste of it.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be so cool.
It was so funny to taste
How's the team? How's the festival?
Yeah. We won a lot of games compared to last
I
year.
did. I checked the standings the other day.
that helps immensely. It really honestly does. Like, you had like parents walking in like, you know, like all friendly, all the kids see you have fun.
It's a really fun team. Yeah. Everybody's pretty close. There's nobody hates anybody.
Okay. Are you living up there a couple days?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay, cool.
Downtown.
Okay.
So it's like a little crowded, but like it's not. The weather up there is way different than down here. So way more snow. Yeah.
Like don't think the weather's bad. He always calls me like 45 minutes left of his drive. He goes, well, I looked at the radar, it said there was no snow, 5 minutes to drive, it was whiteout conditions.
Nobody couldn't even see you.
He's like, so, yeah.
I was going like 40 miles an hour on the time I set up.
That's so fun.
Yeah,
Miss you too.
literally, I was just telling him, like, I miss the Zulos, and see, I miss
You're out there helping them out the basketball.
all right. We're going to stay and watch the period.
Okay. You're surprised. You're surprised yourself sometimes. Like, you guys make it.
Yeah, we got it.
I make an excuse that you can't make it, and then you play it, and you lose 40 and you're like, I don't know. What give you like one of the opportunities?
Thank you. Late February? That's when it started.
It says like a couple more league games.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I'll see you around, Paul.
See you in this game. She's up in the wall. She's going to get cold.
I didn't hook up the scoreboard, Tony. I'm trying to on here, but I can't get there. You can do it right here. This little button right here does it, right? Oh, gotcha. Okay. At least I think. Please use monitor devices for loading. That's not working. It keeps going to a text. Yeah, maybe I should do it from chat. Other methods. Connect your monitoring device. Lady? Here, maybe I still am set up from yesterday. I can't even get the internet to work.
Yeah, I can't get it to work on this thing. Maybe if I move.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not working.
Alright. Let me see if I move, if I get a better one.
You are starting first pick is the intent. At forward, number 9, Oliver Smith. Number 5, Isaiah Saba. Number 12, Logan Miller. On defense, number 15, Roman Young. Number 16, Xander Lewis. And in goal, number 35, Gavin Clark. Now for the Yellow Jackets. At forward, number 11, Nate Fowler. Number 17, Carter Shosky. And number 96, Anthony Mazzullo. On defense, number 5, Darian Douglas. And number 16, Colton Orlando. And in goal, number 31, Jake Gamba. Now, coming in, he's standing as the
I'll keep trying for a while. Or the St. Francis parents, baby.
Come on, 1-6, get him moving today, Bubba. I hope he comes out and just like him and Zuli just work together and Seth work together and all of them moving their feet and just start fast.
I hope so too. Guess we need a mute button.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Bubba, let's go.
Here we go, boys.
Let's go, Jackets. Let's play. Jules. Stop, Carter. Back door. Nice shot, Nick. 1-0 Perrysburg. Shot by Callan. Good start, boys.
Did the goalie not see that? Was that the goalie like not see that, or did he just not get his pad?
Oh boy, Wyatt. Morgan Turchin.
No Jackson scores. Scored by number 11, Nick Allen. Number 96, Anthony Missoula on the assist. Time of goal, 15:46.
Go right to him. That way, Jules. Okay. Who is that keeps yelling? It's annoying. Playing harder. Not a bad idea. Get off the wall now. Stick. Hit the net, kid. Fire. Attaboy 7, way to wheel, kid.
Power play for Perrysburg. St. John's clears it all the way down. Orlando picks it up. He'll skate it out. He'll put it up to Mazzullo. Mazzullo sets it up. Shot and a save. Shot by Haney. Sorry, I know we're having network issues, so we might not be broadcasting at all, but hopefully we are. St. John's clears it all the way down. Orlando throws one in, rebound loose in front, covered up, and we get a whistle. .57 seconds left in the power play for Perrysburg. Mazzullo shot, blocker save, rebound to Callan. Callan back to Mazzullo. Mazzullo sends it across. Orlando looking for some space. He'll drop it down low. Mazzullo gets there. Back up top to Orlando. Shot in, deflected high. Callan sends one in on net. Save behind the net. Played around to the point. Gets past Mazzullo. He carries it back in. Tries to get around some players. And it's cleared out of the zone. 5 seconds left in the penalty, or in the power play. Haney. Now cleared all the way down. Mazzullo will go back to get it. Line change for St. John's. Line change for Perrysburg. There's Salts on the near side. He'll dump it through the corner. St. John's gets it out to neutral. Snyder plays it off the glass. Whoop. Now a break. Couldn't quite control it, but almost a good play for Perrysburg. Perrysburg dumps it in. Now puck on the far side. Snyder comes up. Puck comes out of the zone. St. John's dumps it into the Perrysburg zone. Salts will pick it up there. The Church on the near ball. It's held in the zone by St. John's. Now cleared out to Salts. Salts gets it into the zone. Still working on the near side board, but St. John's has control, and out they come. They throw it all the way down. Icing is called with 5:58 to go, period one. Perrysburg up 1-0. Puck loose in front, cleared to the blue line. Nowak throws it down low. Now Schmidt tried to send it across, intercepted by St. John's. Now Schmidt has it back on his stick. He gets it into the zone. He gets hit into those sideboards. Svitala hits his guy into the corner. Puck at the far side point. Battling in the far side corner now. It's Ben Callan. St. John's comes down to the Perrysburg zone. Kriegel behind the net, plays it to Swatala on the far side. He gets it into the middle. Now puck comes across to Ben Callan. St. John's regains control in their zone. Sent all the way down to the Perrysburg zone. Played over to Kriegel. Kriegel back to past Nowak, but Swatala battling in the corner now. He puts it up the boards. Mazzullo flips it out to neutral, and now we got some room for Callan. Nick Callan on the near side. He'll stop. He'll go back door. Nowak was tied up. Nice attempt there. Centering pass. Deflected out to neutral. Mazzullo picks it up. He'll go forward to Callan. Callan will backhand it into the zone. 4:20 to go in period number 1. Perrysburg up 1-0. Turnover. Mazzullo shot deflects off the glass. Orlando with it. Here he makes a move. He takes a shot. Rebound comes to the near side. Callan digs it free, throws it to the near side corner. Now near side wall. Mazzullo plays it around. Ooh. Langendonk getting tied up over there. Callan from the point sends it around to the far side. Langendonk on the far side. He flips it into the corner. Takes a hit, but I think came out of that one even. Douglas working on the near side wall. Orlando now picks it up in the Perrysburg zone. Langendonk, plays it all the way down the ice. Icing waved off. St. John's working from behind their net. Mazzullo sends it on net, covered up, and we get a whistle with 2:53 to go in period number 1. Face off in the St. John's zone. Gage, Church, and Haney are the forwards. Snyder and Sexton are on D. St. John's gets it out to neutral. Now played still in neutral ice. Now over to Church on the near side. Gets past him. St. John's is able to clear it back into neutral. Gage will chase it down into the near side corner. He'll send around the far side to Haney on the boards. He gets it out of the zone. St. John's regains control in the neutral zone. Puck played forward. Pass broken up. Now St. John's is back in. Chips up high. Snyder plays it. Now played out to neutral. Church with a little bit of space. 1-on-3 though. He'll circle back. He'll play it across to Haney. Haney on shot. And it goes up into the netting. With 1:34 to go in period and number 1. Perrysburg still up 1-0. Back in action. Kriegel plays it down to the corner. Mazzullo battling in the corner. St. John's able to get it out of the zone. Nowak will go back and get it. 1:14 left in the period. St. John's will retreat to their zone to pick it up. Played to the near side wall. St. John's dumps it in. Icing is called with 53 seconds left in the period. Mazzullo will take the face off. St. John's has control of it. They play it to the far side corner. Now up the glass, out of the zone. backhanded by Nowak. Still in neutral, now into the St. John zone. 17 seconds left in the period. Puck thrown to the far side corner, far side wall. Kriegel has it at the red line. He dumps it in. 6 seconds left in the period. St. John's will send it all the way down. And that's the way period number 1 will end. So it's a 1-0 lead for Perrysburg after 1. Looks like we will have an ice cut, so we'll leave it up. We'll hope some Wi-Fi issues get fixed, and we will see you guys in a couple minutes. Assuming Perrysburg can get off the ice. There we go. All right.
Start of the second period, 1-0 Jackets. 17 minutes on the clock.
Back underway for, who is that? Back underway for period number 2. Perrysburg up 1-0. Unless I'm on mute still. I don't think I am. Puck played down for icing. We'll head back to the St. John's. Yep, thank you.
I figured the noise in the rink would be good enough until you got back.
Took them forever to get me a beer.
You didn't even bring it with you?
You're not allowed to bring them down, I don't think.
Yeah, if they don't see you.
That's true. Shot blocked. I don't know. Sounds like it's our bench. Gotcha. All right, face off. Haney battling in the corner. Picked up by Gage. Gage centering pass. Shot Church off the post. Rebound to the far side. Gage with it. Yep. Played up to the near side. Sexton stops it. Church battling. Now back to Sexton on the wall. Church after it again. Now Gage behind the net. He'll lift it to the far side corner. He'll set it back to the corner for Haney. Now shot Church save. Gage behind the net trying to center it. Comes all the way out to the point. Sexton with it. He'll send it around. Puck on the near side wall. Up top to Haney. Haney sends it to the far side. Gage will go over to get it. He'll take a shot. It deflects into the corner. Church battling. Couldn't quite get it to Saltz in the slot. Now it's shot from Snyder. Rebound goes to the far side. Saltz will go to the corner to get it. Shot and a glove save. Yeah, that was a good shift. It's been a good shift.
Yeah, good start to the period, boys. He's got to score one now.
Yep. Saltz will take the face off. He's got Langenonk. And I think Church still out there. Schmidt now into the corner. Up to Kriegel. Kriegel pins it against the wall. Saltz trying to work it free. St. John's flips it into the middle. Langenonk. He'll make a move. He'll shoot. Save. Rebound. Clear to the side. Nowak with it. He'll send it into the corner. Schmidt, centering pass, picked up by St. John. Perrysburg offside. They have to tag up. Puck played all the way down. Puck rebounds to the near side. Picked up by Langenonk. Kriegel with it. He'll go up the far side this time. Schmidt gets knocked off the puck. St. John sends it into neutral again. Now Kriegel, he'll play it to the blue line, and now Schmidt dumps it into the corner, and he goes for a change. Puck played up the wall all the way down, and icing is called with 13:18 to go, period number 2. Puck to Douglas. Douglas sends it across. Shot in by Orlando. Blocked. Orlando gets it back. Sends it in again. Deflected down by Shatsky. Now played into the middle of the ice. St. John's trying to get it out. Picked up by Shatsky. He dumps it into the far corner. Callan will try and get there on the far side wall. St. John's with it in the corner. Now Mazzullo picks it up. He's got a race to get it behind. Comes up to the near side wall. Douglas to Callan. Puck loose, and now flipped out of the zone. Callan will go back to get it. Shatsky on the near side wall, plays it forward. Mazzullo will try and chase it. Puck free, picked up by St. John's. St. John's sends it across ice, now into the Perrysburg zone. Orlando clears it out to neutral. St. John from the red line dumps it all the way into Perrysburg zone. Orlando on the far side corner. He slaps it behind the net. Now Douglas has it. He'll reverse direction. St. John's on the far side wall with the puck. Now picked up. Now held in the zone. Orlando with it. He'll clear it off the boards and out of the zone. Played back in, picked up by Callan though. Callan gets knocked to the ground, and now it's into the St. John's zone. Mazzullo couldn't hold on to it. Shatsky battling in the corner. Now Gage with it. He takes it to the far side corner. Stops. Mazzullo behind the net. Tic-tac-toe. Shot saved. Haney with it. Haney in the corner. Wraps around the net to Sexton. Puck comes out of the zone. Sexton over to Snyder, sorry. Snyder sends it into the St. John's zone with 10:44 to go. Gage stops it at the point, tries to get it back to Sexton. It goes around the back of the net. Haney picks it up. Haney will dump it into the corner. We got Church. He'll play it back up to the point. Snyder plays it down into the corner. Church picks it up. He tries to knock it free for Haney. St. John's almost had it, but now Gage picks it back up. Gage cuts into the middle of the ice. Off the wall, knocked up to the point, shot in, missed the net. In comes Perrysburg. Puck free. St. John's not able to get it out yet. And now St. John's carries it out. Now they get into the Perrysburg zone. Shot saved by Dombeck. St. John's shot deflected high into the air. Sexton trying to battle in the corner. Sent to the far side wall. Far side corner. St. John's centering pass, shot save. Back, another good chance for St. John's, but disrupted. Shot in off the side of the cage this time. Deflected to the slot, shot in, bounces around, saved on back. Now Haney with some room. Haney ahead of the play. He'll backhand, shot saved, cleared to the side. Haney gets it back. He'll go across ice. Saltz will get it on the wall. St. John's plays it to the far side corner. Swatala on the ice. He picks it up. Now St. John's has it. Now they dump it out to middle. Nowak with it. He plays it up to Swatala on the near side. Swatala gets it into the zone. He gets taken out at the wall. St. John's has it behind the net. They play it to the far side. They tip it to the point. It gets past the point. And now St. John's on the move. Nowak is back on D. Shot saved. Dombeck and covered up. 8:24 to go, period number 2. Score still 1-0. Icing is called. We'll go back into the Perrysburg zone for the face-off with 8:14 to go. Jatsky hits it out of the zone. St. John's will retreat. Play it in through neutral and chipped into the Perrysburg zone. Douglas battling, centering pass. Broken up, Mazzullo couldn't hold on to it. Now it's knocked free, and now we got, is that Orlando? Orlando shot to goal! Colston, Orlando unassisted, I believe, at 7:47, and it's 2-0 Perrysburg. Nice shot, nice hustle, nice play. Perrysburg takes a 2-0 lead with 7:47 to go in period number 2. Puck played out of the Perrysburg zone. St. John's will retreat to their zone. Callan with a nice hustle play. Played into the Perrysburg zone again. It's on net. It's covered up. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off inside with 7:18 to go. Nice goal, Dad. Nice goal, Dad. Yeah, I do too. Yep. Shot from the side, goes behind the net. Mazzullo on the far side. He'll chip it up looking for Ben Callan. It checks up, but he can't get there. Face off inside the Perrysburg zone. Gage plays it back to Snyder. Snyder gets tied up behind the net. St. John's centering pass deflected away. Sexton will come back to get it on the near side corner. He'll send it over to Snyder. Snyder throws it all the way down the ice. Too far for Haney, and we'll get icing call with 6:45 to go in period 2. Face off inside the Perrysburg zone. Played up the far side wall, off Church's skate, backhand behind the net. Battling on that near side wall. Ooh, hit from behind on Church, but no arm up. Shot save. Puck played to the near side corner. St. John sends it on net. Saved. Down back, and we get a call now. We get a cross-check call. So I missed the arm up in the back, referee, but penalty for Church and a penalty kill opportunity for Perrysburg with 6:08 to go in period number 2. So we'll go with Callan, Orlando, Douglas, and Haney on the penalty kill. 2-minute minor to Church. Puck played back off the wall and out, but Haney one-on-one. Haney plays it back, but to St. John's. Now Orlando picks it up. Orlando behind the net. He'll try and send it the length. St. John's in onside, save, rebound, picked up by Douglas. Douglas plays it to the near side wall. Douglas gets taken down, no arm up. St. John's saved on Beck. 5:29 to go, period number 2. 1 to Church. Salts, Douglas, Callan. Not sure what the stoppage is for, but the referee is talking to the Perrysburg bench. Now we're all clear. And we'll go with Orlando, Douglas, Salts, and Shatsky on the penalty kill. St. John's, near side, top of the circle. Pressured by Salts, played into the corner, now behind the net. Up top to the blue line, now to the near side circle. Played around the boards, but Callan had it on his stick momentarily. St. John's picks it back up. Far side circle, top of the key. St. John's looking for some space. Shot in, blocked. Shot in, missed. Rebound comes to the near side point. Shatsky has it on his stick. He gets it out of the zone, and now Salt's on the move. 1-on-2. He'll dump it deep. He'll chase after it. St. John's picks it up behind the net, and they come up the near side. Nice hit there on the boards. Shatsky lifted up off the glass and all the way into Perrysburg zone. We got 14 seconds left in the penalty. Orlando will send it airmail on net. 6 seconds left. St. John's in through neutral ice, gets it into Perrysburg. Dombeck plays it up to Church out of the box, and now chipped ahead by Haney. We got a 2-on-0. Back to Haney, back to, Gage couldn't quite knock it in. Noack to Snyder. Snyder to the blue line. Church plays it, or Langdon plays it in. I'll get my eyes checked soon. Church now with it. Maybe it was Church. Anyway. Church engaged, battling in the corner. Haney waiting. Goes to the point. Shot is blocked. Noack is back to pick it up from the red line. He'll dump it in. On net, covered. But now St. John's has it. 3:13 to go, period 2. People are yelling something. Touched. We'll go all the way down to the Perrysburg zone for the face-off, though. Allen takes the face-off. Goes behind the net. St. John's has it in the far side corner. Comes up to the near side point. Into the middle. Cowan, he'll send it back to Douglas. Douglas gets it out of the zone. Now chipped ahead by Mazzullo, but on net and covered up. .248 to go, Pier 2. Perrysburg up 2-0. Callan will take the face off. He's got Mazzullo and Landon Nunk. Mazzullo with the puck from the top of the circle. He'll cut in through the middle. He'll take a shot. Missed. Rebound picked up by St. John's. Knocked free by Douglas. Langendonk knocks it free to the corner. Played back up to the point. Douglas. Douglas throws it far side. St. John's picks it up. They flip it to the point. Held in. Now they get it out to neutral. And now we get a call on a slash behind the play. So another power play for St. John's. We'll go down to the Perrysburg zone. Langendonk will take a seat. Miss what the official call was. Puck one back to Gage. Gage throws it to the point. St. John's holds it in there. Or sorry, that was Snyder, not Gage. Puck up to the near side point. Now stolen by Haney. Haney, if he can get ahead, he's got some room. He gets pulled down, and we get a penalty. We get a whistle for a hook, and we'll see if it's a penalty shot or if it is 4-on-4 hockey. I think I would rather have 4-on-4 hockey here, but we'll see what the referees call. Looks like they're going to call a 2-minute for hooking, so it'll be 4-on-4 hockey for 1:40. Open up the ice, see what Perrysburg can do with it. I think open ice is to our advantage. Let's see if the boys agree. Callan puts it towards the corner. St. John's in their zone. Play it out to neutral. Mazzullo picks it up. He's got to get through a couple guys. Throws it on net. Steered to the corner. Played out to neutral, Orlando with it. Mazzullo at the red line. He'll go far side. Haney with it. Haney drops it at the point. Callan sends it to Mazzullo. Back to Haney. Haney's shot and a goal. Haney with a great shot. Great patience, and it's 3-0 Perrysburg. St. John's. Cowan with the puck. He tries to get it out of the zone. St. John's blocks it. Shot in, save, Dombeck. 39 seconds left in period number 2. 29 seconds left in 4-on-4 hockey. And then we'll have a short 21-second power play, but Perrysburg up 3-0. Face-off heads directly to Dombeck. He covers it up for a whistle. Douglas loses his stick, but a nice assist from Haney to get it back. Shot, save Dombeck. Puck played around to the near sides. Haney with it. Haney battling in the corner. St. John's pushes it up the near side wall, and now they get it out of the zone. Dombeck plays it. We got 13 seconds left in the period. Cowan to Haney. Haney shot, glove save. So with 6 seconds left, we'll get a face-off inside the St. John's zone. We'll have a Perrysburg is on the power play for another 17 seconds. Gage taking the face-off, wins it back. Orlando tries to backhand it. Gage shot, and that's the way the period will end. So Perrysburg takes a 3-0 lead into period number 3. We'll be back in about 10 or so minutes. We will put you on mute and see you guys in about 10.